Been a while since I've been live ironing on here. Hey everyone, Angelo. Sorry, I got the up close version of Almost on My Back. Hollywood filmmaker, greatest screenwriter in the history of the world, recovering homeless guy. Yeah, I sound really enthusiastic saying that. I'm just ironing away. I already got through a bunch of the ironing, but I still have some to do, and then some folding. I am sweating. That's why I have my shirt off. It's so hot. We have a heat wave here. I've slept on the couch the last 2 nights with the patio door all the way open and the door in the other side of the living room, the window, partly open to get some cool air in. Wasn't so bad last night, but it's weird. It's like in my neighborhood, it got hotter than like where I was hanging out last night. That neighborhood is a little cooler. I just hung out at a Starbucks yesterday for half the day. Oh, got my Angelo's mom shirt. She's doing well. I want to, get her over to LA. I'd like her to have a home here, and she could be bi-coastal, live in LA, live in Virginia. But she's doing really well, and she actually just got back from my cousin's kid's wedding in Cincinnati. She was gonna see, who's talking here? Acid 420. Yeah. What's up? She was gonna see Tim Heidecker. I got her tickets to see Tim Heidecker and the Very Good Band play at Wolf Trap months ago. Front row tickets, dead center. I kid you not. It was pretty pricey. And then she decided to go. She wanted to go to this wedding. And I get it, it's important, like, seeing not just the wedding, but family there that she has not seen in a long time. I haven't been, Cincinnati is where my dad's from, and I haven't been there in 19 years now, since 2005. But anyways, she was happy to do it, and I was telling her, man, like, you should be able to ride a bullet train over to Cincinnati. It's 500 miles. You shouldn't have to take a 90-minute flight, go to the airport to do that. What a waste. So anyways, I am doing what I do. A lot of writing. I had a flare-up of depersonalization, derealization. It is the scariest, it's the most terrifying thing in my life, and it's getting much better doing things like basically exposure and inducing relaxation, healthy lifestyle, stuff to desensitize my body to these sensory triggers, which tell me there's danger everywhere. Cognitive distortions, time feels distorted. It can be extremely uncomfortable, like to the point of painful and terrifying, to be in just ordinary situations. And it seems like it's so hard to describe. I can't really describe it unless you've been through it. But good thing is, I had a relapse of it like 3 months ago, and I felt great. Within like 3 or 4 weeks, by employing the strategies to be well, writing, doing the things I love, even though they're scary, because it shows my body there's no danger there. Depersonalization, derealization, it's like when your body goes into a state of traumatic overwhelm, it shuts down your social engagement system, so you just become like frozen. Essentially, it like to protect you from if a predator was going to eat you. Oh, also I know my arms got so freaking tan. It looks like I dipped my arms in bronze. So I'm kind of self-conscious about it, but it'll go away eventually, right? I am so hot. It's getting so hot here. I got to finish this and then make my lunch for tomorrow, and then I am going out to a coffee shop to write. The writing is intense, but I love it. FOT fans, estoy bien, ¿cómo están? Todos ustedes. I am pleased to say, like, I've been developing a lot of muscle lately because I've been seriously adding to protein that I'm eating. I have, like, in addition to, high protein throughout the day, healthy proteins, chicken, whey protein, some almonds, peanut butter, fish. But in the evening, I got a NutriBullet from a flea market, and because I decided I'm tired of buying smoothies. I like smoothies, but I don't want to spend all this money on them in stores. It's really pricey. So I got a NutriBullet. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta get some more fruit to put in it. And I'll put like one like main fruit in there, like an apple or a peach usually, and then some blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and peanut butter. Or lately I started putting tahini in. I want like different sources of nutrition, and then like about 40 or 50 grams of whey protein powder, and and soy milk. So I'm getting a lot of protein in there at the end. I'll have that as like my dinner, because I also don't feel like spending a lot of time eating. And also, it's like a dessert. It's so wild to me. We eat these poisons that ruin our bodies and our health, and you can have a delicious like sweet dessert drink that is very healthy for you. That drink, lots of protein, lots of other nutrients. It will help control your cholesterol, preserve your organ function. Like, it does all kinds of great benefits, and it fills you up. Like, you have that, you don't need to eat more. Boy, I get self-conscious sometimes realizing how much I talk with my hands. Like, I'll see myself if I'm doing like a Zoom conference or something with someone, and I'm doing this, like talking, but whatever, it's all good. And I've been ordering these online because it's pretty cost effective to get all this protein. It's like 87 cents an ounce. Dimetize Elite. I got these at Moist Andy's, whatever, his suggestion. Because really, I don't know what protein powders are good or not. And I don't feel like going to somebody who sells their own brand, whatever. Moist Andy, what's up? I like 50% cotton and polyester blend shirt. I prefer cotton all the way. I run hot. I sweat like a maniac. And that's what I've been doing. So, yeah, that's all my shirts, I think. Iron. I said I hate it when I put the iron away and then I realize I have one more shirt in my laundry basket. Yep. Found another shirt. What shirt is this? I don't remember getting this. Oh, I do. I overspent for this at the beach. $40. It's a very nice shirt. I just, regretted spending that much money. I felt bad. I wanted to help the vendor. I like helping the street vendors at Venice Beach. A bunch of this art I got from them. These are from Intuition Skate. This one I got from a movie theater. They just had them free. So yeah, it's been quite an adventure ordeal. So anyways, I was saying my mom's doing well. I talk to her pretty much every day. Thank goodness she's healthy, happy. She's been like getting her checkups and stuff, exercising. I got her on a better diet. She got so scared needlessly because she had I forget, an infection or something. She had a fever, so she went to the emergency room. Thank goodness for her, she gets the TRICARE military free health insurance because my dad was in the military so long. And they took x-rays and stuff. They said they found fluid in her lungs. She's so paranoid. She asked, well, what could that be? And here's the thing. Doctors, I believe, they won't normally say these worst case scenarios and stuff, but my mom, the way she told me, it's like she demanded to know, what could this be? And they're like, well, go to a lung specialist because you want to get it checked out. But she wanted to know immediately, was it terminal cancer? Good God. But she wanted to know, like, what could it be? And they said, like, the way she told me is, yeah, they said, well, it could be, a number of things, including cancer. From there, she was like catatonic for a week. Yeah, okay, I think I'm tired. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I looked it up to be sure because I was kind of scared at first. Yeah, and it could be all kinds of things that are not serious, especially given the way she found it and all. Sure enough, she goes to the lung specialist a week later, fluid's gone. It was likely just from her infection. But she's been trying to lose weight again, and I've been helping her, helping her. Oh, jeez, I gotta speak right. I've been trying to guide her through understanding how to, yeah, not just lose weight. You can lose weight eating pizza and all kinds of junk food and potato chips if you just keep your calorie intake under your calorie expenditure. But that's not good nutrition. So I've been trying to guide her through, get a good amount of protein a day. Good amount is so, what they list on the portion sizes is completely insufficient. At least if you're like me, active, and trying to build some muscle. And it's for everything in your body, every organ in your body. I think that's all my shirts. So I told her, this is just my guess based on her height, her weight, and all. I said, try for around 100 grams of protein a day, which is probably going to be way more than you have now. You're going to feel better. Your metabolism is going to speed up because you're utilizing the nutrition you get. It needs that nutrition. And it's going to help you feel full. Carbs, you may be going down with what I recommend, around 100 grams a day, 110, 20. It's not going to make a huge difference. Just around there. You don't have to be exact. And you can adjust it day to day. Oh, my voice cracked. And then fats, they have a lot more. First of all, you need fats, so they're healthy. People think, oh, get stuff with no fat. You need fats. A gram of fat has 9 calories. A gram of carbs or protein has 4 calories. So just the calories add up a lot quicker with fat. And you can get them from bad sources like chocolate bars or very sugary or highly processed food. So I said, keep it to mostly limited or no processed food, like food from the earth. If it's processed, minimal processing, like organic oatmeal, because other oatmeal I've heard is sprayed with weed killer Roundup, and you can get organic oatmeal. So she's been doing that. Excuse me. So anyways, I said, so fats, I said for her, I'm guessing around like 60 grams a day. To get them from almonds, peanut butter, or other kinds of nuts and nut butter, mainly, and fish too. And I know it's so weird, she's like terrified, absolutely terrified of nothing when she was scared that the fluid in her lungs was anything serious. And again, it went away, so it was likely just from the infection. But when I say, like, are you controlling your diet? Are you doing it every day, weighing your food to understand how much to eat? Are you actually weighing yourself to see that you're losing weight? And she tells me she's been losing some and getting a good amount of protein, but it's like, well, what are you doing when it's time to do the things that control your health? And I'm not as sure she's doing that. I'm not sure she's doing it, but she says generally like she's doing it. So that's a good thing about getting on Mike O'Hearn's meal program. I can understand now how to dial in your nutrition, and I'm not even on it now. I just kind of know, based on how my body responds and how much activity I'm doing, I can just sort of fine tune how much I'm eating, and make sure rest too, very important. And also it's important to prevent a relapse of DPDR, because my body cannot be in a constant state of fatigue and overwhelm. So anyways, things are going well. Progressing today. I'm going to a little writer's thing. That's going to be fun. I did a lot of writer's stuff yesterday. I had 2 different appointments with writing sort of coaches / teachers. One, I was sitting in my room for so long for it. It was on Zoom. I was so hot, I was sweating so much, my arm would be on my desk where the phone is now filming. And after a while, I would just pull my arm up and then notice a puddle of sweat on the desk. So, but anyways, back to my mom. She's doing great. I'd like to film with her. Oh God, there's so much I want to do. It's hard to make time for everything. And I'm still writing, trying to make my writing career go. I'm not in classes for the time being. To me, the greatest education now is writing and getting feedback and seeing what process I'm using is working, not working, not so much just the script itself, because I can see it a lot too. When I write, I'm like, oh yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. You don't know why this would happen that I wrote, or you're more interested in finding out who this character is and why they are the way they are. And I haven't demonstrated that or provided a compelling way for you to understand that. And so it's like understanding how people are responding to my scripts and my synopses and basic ideas. But then it's not trying to go about just fixing them. It's explore, find another process to write, meaning sometimes I'll just write a script all the way through without planning it and just kind of go by what I feel. And it's not going to necessarily be something anyone reads. I wrote one that was 190 pages recently. No one's going to read that. That's way too long. I read it. It was very humbling to read my own writing. And by the second sentence going, wait, what did I mean by this? Like I didn't even understand what I wrote. And I was like, oh God, this is like awful, this syntax. But there was powerful stuff I got from that whole process. Spent a lot of money on all these socks. They're nice, but did I need to do that? I've been going to thrift stores a lot lately, getting some cheap stuff, books. It's been beautiful going there. Not Goodwill. They almost never have books that I want. Yeah, I go to little thrift stores, neighborhood shops, and all that. After this, let's see, I gotta make my lunch for tomorrow. Here's a DPDR exercise that's just good for calming your body. It's just deep diaphragmatic breathing. Can you see my stomach? It's hard to tell. Oh, this is what's in the way. My phone is so small from this distance. And so just deep, like 4-7-8 breathing. So breathe in deep and let your stomach expand. And generally, you should let your stomach expand when breathing. That gets the most air in. I used to always think breathe out with the chest, but that's not getting all the air you need. Supposedly, that's what I learned. So breathe in for 4 seconds. Usually, by 3 seconds, I've filled up my stomach. Then hold it for 7 seconds, and then breathe out. You can breathe for 8 seconds, but really do it as slowly as you can, as long as you can, because that signals safety to your brain. And for DPDR and just everyday feeling well, I'm trying to down-regulate like my nervous system to get out of a state of stress, adrenaline, pent-up emotion, and get into a feeling of safety so I can just enjoy my life. And even when stressful stuff happens, which is kind of all the time, I don't have to be so stressed by it. I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. So here we go. Again, 4 seconds breathe in, 7 seconds hold your breath, 8 seconds, but really go as long as you can to breathe out, because that exhale conveys safety to your nervous system. So here you go. Trying to show my stomach sticking out. It's kind of hard to make it stick it out that far, and where it's visible. But there you go. And it's not, I don't do it just to feel calm in that moment, because if I'm already feeling calm, I'm not really going to feel much more calm. But I do it anyways, because I know I need to regularly throughout the day. It's just a means of conveying safety to my body. And it's a simple thing. Like, how great is that? Nothing hard about it. It's kind of fun to do. And it's a nice, peaceful feeling. So anyways, yeah, my mom, because I was just thinking, man, like I filmed so much with her in the past, and also DPDR makes me kind of emotional, and I get cognitive distortions and stuff, and thinking, man, like there's a part of me that, it creates a nostalgia for a time that never existed. I was always stressed and stuff, and kind of, going through stuff when I was in Virginia. So it's kind of rose-colored tinted glasses to look through everything like that, because obviously I wanted to go to LA worse than I wanted to stay in Virginia. And I know that was a good step. But, it's just perspective changes. I realize I'm getting older, always getting older. And taking my health seriously, my mom's health seriously. But thank goodness, we're really lucky. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what my point was, other than she's doing well. She still wants to visit, and we're trying to make it happen whenever she can, even if it's just a short trip. And eventually, yeah, I'd like to be wealthy. I'd like for everyone to have these options of a healthy environment, clean air, which we do not have in LA, largely thanks to how much we've developed it for cars, and have her be able to travel when she wants and come here and work with me, work on my videos and movies. Well, really, I want to make movies in Virginia because I'm going to tell what I call Virginia stories, like stories inspired by my life. And Virginia is so different from LA. The neighborhoods look different. Like, it's just it's such a contrast. There's always this part of me, the urge that wants to go there just for like, something simpler in a way, but I'm like, there's nothing simpler there. It's you're stuck being you. When I went back there thinking I would enjoy it, um, a short few months after I came to LA, because I was in Virginia for like 5 days after that, visiting, I was so depressed because I thought, man, this place is just so small, so much smaller than I remembered, and LA is so big. But yeah, she wants to come here. She knows I'm doing well. She's very happy for me being here, and very pleased with what I'm doing. And she's happy with her life there. But uh, anyways, we'll see. Maybe in the fall. We're already basically in the fall. And I'm trying to, yeah, my writing. It's like it's waiting for no one. I've got to do it. The DPDR was scary, but day to day, it is boom, 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 like going down so quick. Because this last week, it wasn't really like a flare or a setback or anything. It just, like after like 2 months or so of almost no symptoms and just feeling great, it's like the body still kind of doesn't know which way to go as far as am I in safety or am I in a state of threat? And it kind of switched back to threat, and I got the cognitive distortions, very scary, very isolating, lonely, confusing. I tried to stick to the basics of eating right and engaging in my life as normal, even though it's very uncomfortable, because that will signal to my body there is no threat, and you can safely downregulate my nervous system from a state of overwhelm and trauma to just social engagement, and I can do the things I love and just feel like a regular person. Look at myself, I do feel like I gotta lose some weight. A good thing too about when you're eating right, like I mostly am, um, when you're building muscle, your your baseline metabolism starts speeding up. So eventually you're able to, first of all, get in better workouts because you can lift heavier or more strenuously and get the workouts in quicker and recover and put in the time to recover. Not just spend so long working out. That's the thing. I'm trying to make the most of my days. And what's the other thing? And you're building muscle, so your metabolism's speeding up. So it's not that you can eat whatever you want, but anyways, yeah, I always know now I have options. If I want to shed some fat quick, it's kind of a weird angle. I'm trying to see. Do I want to just cut on my diet or just dial up the activity a little bit and also make sure I get plenty of rest? That is so crucial for burping, for muscle development. And recovery from workouts, not just the muscle development, recovering your tendons, your bones, I'm 39, and so I want to keep my body well rested and recovered, and so I'm able to keep, performing even better and look good and all that as I get older. And that's the stuff I'm teaching my mom too. She says she uses resistance bands to exercise. I'm like, that's great. It's not even about building big muscles for you. It's about maintaining your muscle, but also strong joints, good balance, good mobility, maintaining your range of motion throughout age. So you're able to go to the grocery store in your 80s and walk around and carry stuff, and it's no problem. You don't want to be all hunched over and weakened and struggling to be mobile. Helps keep your balance, keep your mind sharp. All right, I'm going to go to the kitchen and dump out this water from the iron. And I'd like to be making more videos too, as usual. Just, I'm spending so much time writing. I never want to take it for granted. How amazing is this to be able to communicate with people on YouTube? But also, it's like I have to pick something I'm training my brain to be good at. I found when I was making videos a lot, I was basically telling my brain, try and constantly think of ways to make videos. And then when I'm switching to writing, it wasn't a fun transition throughout my day to do that, because my brain is thinking about, oh, well, I'm not making videos now. And so, just keep it like that. But so that's why I'm focusing on writing, but I always want to be doing these. And trust me, when my mom comes to LA, we'll be making videos. Jeez, my hair's a mess. What time is it? 9:20? Not bad. Still pretty early. So, I'm going to get going. Oh, so I'll make a book recommendation. Make two. I read this amazing book from Frederick Forsyth. This guy is a freaking master of international intrigue, suspense, like these plots against different nations and assassinations and stuff. The Day of the Jackal by Frederick Forsyth. That's one. Just finished that. He knows, and he employs like classic screenwriting, I don't even say rules, but like techniques that you would use to get the very most, to squeeze the very most excitement and intrigue and power out of your storytelling as possible. He builds up the opposition for these characters to the maximal level, to where they seem absolutely in a course for a cataclysmic battle, and where there's nothing held back, and where you understand why everything is so important, why it matters, why it's happening the way it is, and then waiting till the last possible minute for either the day to be saved, or the day or for whatever the opposite is, or for the plan to make things work out fails in the worst possible way. He is a master at that. It's so good. It's just learning about my screenwriting to read his books, because not that they're formatted like scripts, they're obviously written as novels, but they're written like scripts in that they move very quickly. There's not a lot of he was thinking about this, thinking that. It moves like a script does very quickly. And also, I'll recommend Charlie Kaufman's Antkind. Read that, absolutely hilarious. It could be maybe 100 pages too long. I felt that it was a little bit too long, but the humor is amazing. Oh my, it's just so funny. And there's slapstick, and I won't even spoil anything. There's some of the funniest moments in here are just utter delights and surprises, and it's almost like Three Stooges comedy playing out. It's just so good. Maybe a little bloated, a little long, but I don't begrudge it that in a way, because I like seeing this unfettered view into a very powerful writer's voice and what he thinks is a good story and how he writes. And I'm that's all very inspiring. So there you go. Recommend Charlie Kaufman's Antkind and Frederick Forsyth's The Day of the Jackal. I have 15 other Frederick Forsyth books. Once I read The Devil's Alternative, which I think is even better than The Day of the Jackal. I bought a bunch on Better World Books, and then they had a bunch at the thrift store for $1 each, so I got 9 of them there. Somehow they had them there. I'm like, how amazing. I can't believe I cannot find books that I want at Goodwill. So anyways, I got to get going here because, yeah, I got stuff to do today, got writing to get to. The DPDR, I was am positive. It's a little scary, like I'm always being positive, even now. But I know that's reason to be brave because I'm going to feel so much better if I don't freeze up and say, "Oh, I don't want to leave the live stream because I'm comfortable. I want to just stay here." It's like, no, you shouldn't be frozen in what you're doing because that signals to your body danger, and you want to convey safety by being mobile, by doing the things you would normally do. And so now I'm just going to make my lunch for tomorrow, and then I'm probably heading over to the cafe. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Also, it's getting too hot in here. It smelled weird. I just ate something. Probably that's what I'm smelling. So, anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't. More videos are coming as usual. They're just gonna be stuff like this, just cool hanging out. I don't have time to edit stuff. I've not edited anything in so long. I don't even know if my editing software still works on my computer. It looks like it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like the icon for it went away and now it's just like a little brick or a house with a window or something. Let me see what happens if I double click it and try and open the pro. Yeah, it says it's been moved, or do I want to delete? Did I uninstall it from this computer? I can reinstall it, but I may have uninstalled it. Oh, that may be what happened. I forget if I uninstalled it because I got another laptop that I almost never used, so I sold that. Yeah, I think I did uninstall it. I can reinstall it if I want. Um, yeah. I might at some point get just a refurbished laptop more for video editing if I decide I'm going to do more video editing. Like, especially if my mom's here. I would just do it on it because this one's kind of slow. I just use this mainly for writing and just watching YouTube videos. But anyways, there you go. So I was just curious. I have not clicked on. I must have just uninstalled it because I was like, well, I'll use my new laptop. But that one I barely used at all in a long time. So I just sold that. And yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm just thinking when my mom comes, I do want to be able to edit videos with her. So hey, that'll be a lot of fun. But for now, everybody, be well. Um, let's make for a healthy world, where people can enjoy their lives. Where it's like me, if I want to go outside and just be somewhere, it's hard to be anywhere in my neighborhood without moving because the sidewalks are so narrow, the streets are filled with cars, the alleys around my building, they're like the sound travels, so I know my neighbors don't want to hear me just talking on video a lot on them. It's like there's nowhere to be. Yeah, I can go close by and find places. I'm lucky enough to be in one of the areas where you can do that. But for a lot of people, you want to go sit somewhere, you have to drive your car into a huge parking lot and sit in a cafe, and it's isolating. Also, I almost did that yesterday, not drove a car, but I went to get groceries at this store in a big shopping center. That was like one of the only times I've been stuck in traffic on my bike was being in this parking lot. Like for the last almost 3 years, kind of scary getting to 2025. I am virtually never hit traffic on my bike because even if I do, I can just filter through it. The parking lot can't really because cars come from all different directions. So yeah, it's just isolating. It's antisocial. So enough of that. I'm gonna get going. Thanks for watching, everyone. Eat healthy. Yeah, let's make for good health, healthy environments. Be something I've dealt with, or realized is be your own advocate for your health. I remember having a doctor tell me at like 20, how old was I? 29, 30? I don't remember. 31 maybe. I don't know. To say like, oh, your cholesterol's high, you should get on cholesterol meds. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. He gave me a month to get my cholesterol down. I didn't. And then another month, and then I got it way down. I'm like, that's absurd. Like, you would have put me on cholesterol medicine for life, and I still wouldn't be getting the proper nutrition. So, it's like, and I was uncomfortable pushing him, like, please, I don't want to get on cholesterol meds now. So, doctors don't always like understand the importance of nutrition and exercise. No doctor ever prescribed to me, ride a bike for your health. And yet that's been amazing for my health, my mental health. I see friends while out biking, and it's great to feel connected to my environment. Um, and rollerblading, like no doctors ever prescribed that stuff. And even if they did, I probably wouldn't have listened. But that's why we should just make it a thing we all do, and make our environments suitable for it. So that's enough of my shirtless monologues. Thanks for watching, everyone. We got 4 likes here. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go do my routine. And yeah, everybody be well, stay subscribed, and let me know what you think of just anything you think about. All right, that's weird. The lens is right here, and the link, the thing, the X to close the whatever. All right, everyone.